Hi, good day! I am Sir John Wayne D. Haro, your math buddy, and I am here to help you in developing your logical reasoning and critical thinking skills. Is your self-learning module ready? How about your pen and paper? Great! Let's begin the fun and exciting lesson. Let's start the discussion with an activity. Suppose you secure your bike using a combination lock. Later, you realize that you forgot the 4-digit code. You only remembered that the code contains the digits 1, 3, 4, and 7. List all the possible codes out of the given digits. How many possible codes are there? Just pause the video and answer. And if you're done, just press the play button. Were you able to list all the possibilities? How did you ensure that your list was complete? What methods did you use in order to give the accurate account? Okay, let's check your answers. For question number 1, list all the possible codes out of the given digits. So we have 1347, 1437, 1374, 1473, 1734, 1743, 3471, 3741, 3174, 3147, 3714, 3417, 4713, 4731, 4137, 4317, 4173, 4371, 7431, 7341, 7143, 7413, 7314, 7134. So how many codes are there? Very good. There are 24 codes. In activity number 1, you are able to list all the possibilities, and you use the listing method. But how about if we have these following questions? How are you going to solve this? Number 1, how many 4-digit numbers can be formed from the digits 1, 3, 5, 6, 8, and 9 if no repetition is allowed? Number 2, given the 4-letter word read, in how many ways can we arrange its letters 3 at a time? Just pause the video and answer. And if you're done, just press the play button. How did you determine the different possibilities asked for in the two situations? Is the order important? What mathematical concepts or principles did you apply to solve each problem? So let's check your answers. Number 1, 360 ways. Number 2, 24 ways. So, can you tell us what is our topic this morning? Great! This morning, we are going to discuss about problems involving permutations. And our objectives is to solve problems involving permutations. When dealing with word problems, you must think, is there a specific order? Or is order disregarded? This will tell you whether it is a permutation or not. In the second activity, some of you solved the problem by listing all the possibilities, right? But I know also that some of you solve it in a different way. Maybe they use a formula. Because if you know the formula, there is no need of listing. Would you like to know what is the formula for permutation and how to use it? Let's go. Let's discover how to do it. Activity number 3. Let's discover. Number 1. If there are 10 teachers and only 6 chairs are available, in how many ways can they be seated? Number 2. In a school club, there are 5 possible choices for the president, a secretary, a treasurer, and an auditor. Assuming that each of them is qualified for any of these positions, in how many ways can the 4 officers be elected? Number 3, Grade 10 Boyle with 31 students must choose a president and a secretary. In how many ways can this happen if member is eligible for each position? Number 4, in how many ways can 4 different books be arranged in a shelf? Just pause the video and answer. And if you're done, just press the play button. Okay, let's check your answers. Number 1, 151,200 ways. Number 2, 120 ways. Number 3, 930 ways. Number 4, 24 ways. Good job, everyone. Do you want to know how to solve those problems using a formula? Listen carefully and pay attention to our discussion. This is the formula in solving permutation. P is equals to n factorial over the quantity of n minus r factorial. N is greater than or equal to r. Are you familiar with this symbol? In English, we call it as an exclamation points or punctuation mark. Exclamation points go at the end of exclamation sentences. And an exclamation sentences is one that expresses a strong or forceful emotion, such as anger, surprise, or joy. Example, I got a perfect score in math. Get out of my sight. Careful, the spider is poisonous. But in mathematics, we call it as factorial, and we use it in a different way. Example, number 1, we read it as 4 factorial. So how to solve it? 4 factorial is equals to 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. 4 times 3 equals 12. 12 times 2 equals 24. 24 times 1 equals to 24. So 4 factorial is equals to 24. Number 2, we read it as 6 factorial. How to solve it? 6 factorial is equals to 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. 6 times 5 equals 30. 30 times 4 equals to 120. 120 times 3 is equals to 360. 360 times 2 equals to 720. 720 times 1 is equals to 720. So 6 factorial is equals to 720. These are the steps in solving problems involving permutations. First thing you have to do is to identify whether the given problem is a permutation or not, so that you will know what formula you are going to use. Second, identify the value of n and r. Remember that n is greater than or equal to r. Third, you have to substitute the value of n and r to the formula. Last, operate. Example, number 1, in how many different ways can 5 bicycles be parked if there are 7 available parking spaces? Solution, so we have to identify whether it's a permutation or not. So number 1, it is dealing with permutation because the arrangement is important. So we have to use the permutation formula. Number 2, we have to identify n and r. So remember that n is greater than r. So our n is equals to 7 and our r is equals to 5. Next, we have to substitute the value of n and r to the formula. So the value of n is 7 and the value of r is 5. So p is equals to 7 factorial over the quantity of 7 minus 5 factorial. Next, we have to subtract the denominator. So 7 minus 5 equals to 2 factorial. So 7 factorial is equals to 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And 2 factorial is equals to 2 times 1. So we can cancel 2 factorial. So we have 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3. So the answer is 2,520 ways. Number 2. There are 8 basketball teams competing for the top 4 standings in order to move up to the semifinals. Find the number of possible rankings of the 4 top teams. Solution. So first we have to identify. So the problem is dealing with permutation because the arrangement is important. So the formula that we are going to use is the permutation formula. So we have to identify the value of n and r. Remember again that n is greater than or equal to r. So n is equals to 8 and r is equals to 4. So we have to substitute now the value of n and r to the formula. So p is equals to 8 factorial over the quantity of 8 minus 4 factorial. And next, we have to subtract the denominator. 8 minus 4. So 8 minus 4 is equals to 4 factorial. So 8 factorial is equals to 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Then 4 factorial is equals to 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So we can cancel both 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 and 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So the remaining is 8 times 7 times 6 times 5. So P is equals to 1,680 ways. And number 3, in how many ways can Ma'am Cynthia arrange 6 potted plants in a row? This problem is an example of permutation, but it doesn't require any solution. So you only have to do is you have to find the factorial of the given value. So the given value is 6 factorial. So 6 factorial is equals to 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So 6 factorial is equals to 720. To measure your learning, let's try this. Direction: solve the following problems that involves permutation. Number 1. Tomorrow is election day for class officers. All 36 students of grade 10 Newton are candidates for this election. From these 36 students, the offices of President, Vice President, Secretary, and Treasurer will be filled. In how many different ways can the officers be filled? Number 2. 10 runners from GVD NHS teachers join a race. In how many ways can they be arranged as first, second, and third placers? Number 3. In how many ways can 8 people be arranged for a group picture in a row? Note: solve the 3 problems that involves permutations and make a video showing how you solve those problems and send your output through Messenger. For those students having poor connections, you can send your output through Bluetooth or Share It application during the distribution and retrieval of modules. But for those students who doesn't have smartphones, you can have the output by writing it in a one whole sheet of paper and show clearly and neatly your solutions. To sum up our lesson, so these are the steps in solving problems involving permutations. First, you have to identify whether it is a permutation or not. Second, identify the value of n and r. But remember that n is greater than or equal to r. Then next, substitute. Then lastly, operate. So the formula again is P is equals to n factorial over the quantity of n minus r factorial. To evaluate and assess yourself, answer assessment page 12 in your math module. Note: for working students, they will be advised to send the photos of their answer through Messenger. For your task at home, in a one whole sheet of paper, give at least 5 examples of problems or situations in real life that involves permutations. You have to solve each problem and show the complete solution. That would be all for a fun and exciting lesson. Thank you and good day.